Hi, I'm Brad from Harrington Flowers, and today I was going to design a wristlet. It's getting close to prom season and wedding season, so I thought it'd be a fun educational type thing to do for everyone to kind of see how a wristlet goes together. First, you're going to choose your wristlet, and I have a few different varieties here today, but I'm going to actually work with the silver and black one, just because I'm going to use it for an order. So it's all about recycling. So basically, I start with just a plain wristlet. It's not a traditional full wristlet, so a lot of times in my wedding work, mother of the bride or the mother of the groom they find a piece of costume jewelry at the mall that really goes well with their dress, and they want me to design directly onto that. So it's a little untraditional with how I put the wristlets together. I start with a piece of costume jewelry, and then I get some Oasis tape. Just grab the Oasis tape, and we just go around the wristlet. And basically just want to make sure that we cover the wristlet so that we don't destroy it when we're putting our floral on. We also want to make sure that the glue is nice and tight, so when we're dancing around on the dance floor it doesn't fall apart, and that would not be good. So as we go with the corsage tape, we basically just want to pull it as we go. That's going to make it stick really well. And then, as you can notice, I'm going once this way and then I'm coming back the other way, just to make sure that I have a really strong foundation for the flowers. The next thing I do is I get a chenille stem. The chenille stem has the soft fabric on it, and that really grabs onto the glue really well. So basically what I do is I start by putting it at one end, and I want to leave enough up like this so that I can twist it on when I'm done. And again, I'm going to go all the way to the other side of the wristlet, to the end of where the tape is, and then I'm going to come back across and just twist it with the other piece that I left up. So I'm just twisting that on, and then I fold it down, and with a pair of scissors, you can use Joyce Chen scissors. Don't use your mother's shop scissors. Okay? And that gives us a nice solid foundation to work with. Now, Oasis glue. This is really strong glue. It does take a little while to set. So first off, we just get some of that glue on there. And we want to make sure we get the chenille really well. And then we can start actually designing onto the wristlet with the glue that we have. Now, a lot of times you'll see people put a big piece of green, like a lemon leaf or some ivy. I'm going to start with just floral. So I decided to go with Cymbidium orchids and some beautiful heather. And everyone hates carnations, but I'm going to use carnation like traditionally you'd use your greens. And the reason I'm going to do that is just because it's going to give us a nice color, a nice foundation. So I'm going to pull these petals off, just a little piece of them. And then I'm going to treat them with Crown and Glory. And I'm going to spray them really well. And what the Crown and Glory does is it's almost like a Scotch guard. So it kind of seals the flower so the moisture doesn't leave the flower. So it lives a lot longer. And then we're just going to get these petals. And our glue is already starting to dry, so it's going to stick better. And just stick that glue on there. On glue. And the petals. So as you can see, this just kind of gives us a nice colorful base instead of just a big leaf. Just a little prettier to look at, and it'll be a little more interesting once we put the higher end flowers on top. So let's start with the Cymbidium. We're just going to take this and we're going to cut it really close underneath. Now I know a lot of florists are probably saying you have to wire that, but the glue is actually going to hold it really well. With the glue. And the glue, when you put it on where the cut stem is, it also seals that cut so that the moisture stays in the flower. So the glue is really important. We're just going to put that right into the center. And again, the glue is going to take a couple of minutes to dry totally, so don't go dancing with it until it's dry. And I'm going to hold that in place with my thumb until it's nice and secure. And in the meantime, I'm just going to trim some heather pieces with the scissors. So I'm just going to cut these into little segments. Now you can see how the heather grows in segments. That's how we want to cut it. We want to cut it like that, so that we have nice pieces and we have that nice stem that we can use for the glue to secure it under the orchid. It's also going to help hold the orchid in place with that extra glue on there. Then we're just going to glue the pieces that we cut, and we're just going to put it right underneath the orchid into the center. So you can see how we're coming along. It's actually really pretty. And you can see it's a beautiful Cymbidium and heather whisk corsage. And again, we'll spray it again. We'll mix it really well. If we want to add a little accent to it, we can get a little piece of bear grass. Just cut it. And we'll put it in one side. And we'll carry it over to the other. Okay, and you want to get it into the glue just to make a little line, a little interesting line. And it breaks the attention a little bit. It's kind of really pretty. So I hope everybody finds it helpful. It's fun to try at home. After the flowers go, you can actually just take them apart, take the tape back off, and you have a nice little custom jewelry piece that you bought that went well with your dress to wear out some other time, or bring back to your florist and have them make another corsage. I hope you find it helpful. Happy prom season, happy wedding season.